This is Radek from Sens, and we are going to talk about nutrition and food. So how is the challenge to convince people that crickets are safe, they are tasty? I mean, for me, it wasn't really that bad. I was curious.
For us, it really comes to the thing that we want to use just cricket protein. So that means the powder. And I think actually to not see the crickets, that's the main thing. Whenever I talk with my friends and with my close group, I don't even meet a person who says, oh, this is something really strange.
The best way is through the education that this could be potential key to make our diet more sustainable.
It works on rational people.
Yeah.
like you. Do you remember the first moment when you tried our bar?
Yeah, it was the high protein bar. I think it was the chocolate bar. And the taste was strong.
We call it real flavor. Real flavor.
I think in terms of nutrition, they're really great because in one bar, 60 grams, you have more than 20 grams of protein. And that's awesome.
So what is your favorite flavor?
Chocolate.
The high protein one. Let's try it.
All right.
And tell me what do you think? I like it.
I like it too. If you are on a long day outdoors, it's something that you need because after 2 or 3 chocolate bars, your mouth is just stick together and you don't want to see anything sweet anymore. And that's when a bar like this is really crucial.
In which cases would you go for a serious bar, and in which use case would you go for the pleasure bar?
I think the pleasure bar I would go for pretty much any activity that doesn't last for many hours. So if I do have enough time to prepare myself proper breakfast, proper lunch, proper dinner, then maybe the pleasure bars would be enough. The fast carbohydrates is something that I need for most of my activities. Let's say, especially if it's something shorter, something more powerful, then maybe eating too many proteins and also too many fats might make my senses, let's say, slower. Mm-hmm. But then when I do something longer day outdoors, it is really important even during the activity to feed myself with more proteins. And that's when I really love this bar.
So for speed, you would take pleasure bar, and for downwall, you would go for serious bar.
Something like that, exactly.
For us, it's important that we are actually not just a protein bar company. We see ourselves more really in the sustainable protein as a category. And that's why we actually have gluten-free cricket protein pasta. We also do just the regular shake. So we have a chocolate cricket protein blend. And because we also have the farm, so this is really coming from our farm, that's the cooking and baking cricket protein powder. We actually needed to distinguish that because when we were just having the cricket protein powder, people put it just in water, they mix it, and they told us it tastes really badly. What do you think? It's just crickets. So we had to really do chocolate cricket protein blend so people don't mix this up.
Yeah.
And I'd like to ask you, what do you use when and why?
So I would use the cricket powder into oat porridge for the morning. So I would mix oats with nuts, seeds, fruits, and in order to boost it with some protein, you go for the cricket powder. You can actually use the same thing, which is the chocolate cricket protein blend, into the porridge as well. By that, you make the porridge also a little bit sweeter. But this one is really good that it works just with water. And it tastes, I would taste it tastes really good.
Have you tried it with plant-based milk?
I also tried.
It's
even better.
Because it's much.
I think it's really important because you can find so many different protein blends on the market, but a lot of them has a lot of bullshit or they don't taste very good. And this is the one that tastes good and has no bullshit. And I like the slogan maximum muscle fuel and minimal fats, which is pretty often that the most common protein powder, the whey powder, is quite hard to deal with in terms of digestion for most of the people. And with this one, I think it's much less likely that you will create some farts.
Adam, really thanks for the opportunity to speak to your fans and to tell them more about the sustainable protein.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.